When I was a little girl, I used to love going on family road trips. One summer, my family and I went on a long car ride to visit my grandparents. I was so excited for the trip that I drank a lot of juice and water in the car. As we were driving, I suddenly had the urge to use the bathroom. I told my parents that I needed to go, but we were in the middle of nowhere and there were no rest stops nearby. I tried to hold it in, but it was getting harder and harder. Finally, I couldn't hold it any longer and I had an accident in my pants. I was so embarrassed and ashamed. My parents pulled over to the side of the road and tried to comfort me, but I was so upset that I just wanted to go home. They told me that accidents happen and that it was okay, but I didn't believe them. We finally made it to my grandparents' house, but I didn't want to go inside because I was still wearing my wet pants. My mom gave me a change of clothes, but I was still too embarrassed to face my grandparents. After a few minutes of hiding in the car, my mom convinced me to go inside. When my grandparents saw me, they could tell that something was wrong. They asked me what happened, and I told them that I had an accident in my pants. To my surprise, my grandparents were very understanding and kind. They told me that accidents happen to everyone, and that it wasn't anything to be ashamed of. They even shared their own stories of accidents from when they were kids. Their words of comfort made me feel much better. I realized that accidents happen, and that it's okay to make mistakes. I also learned that my family loves me no matter what, and that they will always be there for me. From that day on, I learned to be more careful when drinking a lot of liquids on long car rides. And while I still remember the embarrassment of that day, I also remember the love and understanding that my grandparents showed me.